What's £220 to General Motors' new 6.6-litre Duramax diesel V8 engine? Not much, based on the minuscule differences between the performances of the 2017 GMC Sierra 2500 HD tested here and the slightly smaller, extended cab Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD with the same engine we tested earlier this year. This £8,000 GMC, a high-zoot, crew cab Deanly model, is 9.5 inches longer and 220 pounds heavier than that Silverado, yet it trails the Chevy to 60 miles per hour by only 0.3 second and by 0.2 second through the quarter mile. This slower foot truck's performance figures are remarkable, 6.5 seconds to 60 miles per hour and a quarter mile time of 15 flat at 91 miles per hour, rather than list the lighter weight, more performance-oriented passenger cars that can match that feat. We'll just say that piloting so much vehicle so quickly is a unique thrill. Imagine going neck and neck with a Fiat 124 Spider off the line while driving your house. It's a bit like that. All credit goes to the updated Duramax diesel engine, which added $8,800 to the bottom line of our Sierra 2500 HD test truck. Shared with the Silverado, the V8 puts out 445 horsepower and 910 lb-ft of torque. It's the headline upgrade to the 2017 model Sierra 2500 and 3500 trucks, which otherwise change only with the additions of a rear hood scoop for Duramax-equipped models and a newly available, dealer-installed lane change camera system. About that engine. The Sierra's 6.6-litre Duramax diesel shares only its iron-blocking velvet rain layout with its predecessor. Everything else is new, including the turbocharger, aluminium cylinder heads, control unit, crankshaft, pistons, and exhaust. The result is a 48 horsepower jump over last year's Duramax, while torque swells by a whopping 145 lb-ft. Although GM says the new engine is quieter than before, thanks to refinements and an insulated oil pan, the clattery rat-tat-tat diesel soundtrack is still faintly audible inside the cabin, even if the 67 decibels we measured inside at 70 miles per hour are luxury car-like. Who needs quiet, though, when the Duramax is so damn impressive at punting the Sierra around? With a smooth build-up to its mid-range wallop, the diesel V8 moves the Sierra smartly off the line. A fun activity is seeing how quickly one can slam into the truck's top speed limiter, which is set at 98 miles per hour. The Sierra reaches 90 miles per hour in 14.6 seconds. However imprudent, the rig could do more, since it's still accelerating rather swiftly when it reaches at top speed. Compared with Power Stroke-equipped Ford F250 and F350 models we recently tested, this 2500 spec Deanly was 0.4 second and 0.7 second quicker to 60 miles per hour. We haven't tested a Ram 2500 with the optional Cummins diesel engine in a few years, but a 2016 Dually 3500 was 2.1 seconds slower to 60 miles per hour. The EPA doesn't require fuel economy estimates for trucks this large, so GMC doesn't provide any. We saw 14 miles per gallon over the course of our test and 18 miles per gallon on our 200-mile highway test loop. We didn't tow anything with the Sierra 2500 during our time with it, mostly because there wasn't anything on hand that was heavy enough to really tax it. Since tow ratings are the measuring contest favored by heavy-duty pickup truck buyers, we'll note that, for 2017, Ford's diesel F350 with a dually rear axle still takes top towing honours with the 32,000 pound maximum for a fifth rear gooseneck. The F250 with a regular rear axle we tested earlier this year could lug up to £15,000 from its hitch or another £400 using a fifth wheel. This analogous Ford's or four-wheel drive, three-quarter-ton GMC is rated up to £14,800 using a fifth wheel or up to £13,000 using a conventional trailer hitch. GMC says it focused on refining its truck's towing capability for a better driving experience near the Sierra's weight maximums rather than increasing the peak figures, but the real point may be that all of these trucks can now tow far more than they need to. When 8,000 pounds is lightweight, Ford has been making hay over its new for 2017 F-Series Super Duty trucks' aluminium bodies and beds, which are said to reduce weight. In reality, the body's mass savings are partially offset by the truck's beefed-up steel frames and uprated driveline components, and the weight savings merely bring the previously heavy Fords in line with GM's steel-bodied trucks, which saw no major changes to their frames or bodies this year. This is to say that, as before, the GMC Sierra 2500 is on the lightweight end of its class, and it drives that way. The 2017 Ford's maneuverability is a different story, having been greatly enhanced by its new variable ratio steering system. The GMC, however, has always felt wieldy, even on cramped city streets. This isn't to imply that the Sierra wouldn't benefit from more precise steering. The hydraulically assisted setup suffers from a loose, on-center feel that allows some front-end wandering at highway speeds. There is no such play in the brake pedal, which operates with a pleasant firmness and without the odd, over-boosted, stepped sensation that plagues the F-Series. The binders stop the massive GMC from 70 miles per hour in 210 feet, a few feet longer than we recorded in the F250. As is the case with most heavy-duty trucks, the GMC's ride motions are abrupt over pockmarked pavement when unladen, although it is surprisingly tolerable. GMC's Deanly trim level, available on every model it sells, is intended to be the ultimate expression of the brand's aspirational luxurious workhorse vibe. That certainly holds true here, at least in terms of the bells and whistles on board. Standard equipment includes leather seating surfaces, heated and ventilated front seats, a power sliding rear window, dual-zone automatic climate control, power adjustable pedals, a heated steering wheel, front and rear parking sensors, a backup camera, a Bose audio system, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. This comes at a luxury price, of course, with a four-wheel drive Crew Cab 2500 Deanly starting at $60,090. Our truck stickered for $70,545 with the Duramax engine, a $995 sunroof, the $370 fifth wheel prep package, $180 for an upgraded off-road suspension, $55 roof marker lights, and a $55 radiator cover tallied in. Less luxurious are the environs in which all of these toys are installed. The GMC is getting old, and the plain Jane, rectilinear interior betrays its age in spite of the fancy veneer added by the Deanly trim. Other rigged-up flight models do more convincing luxury car impressions, particularly Ford's Platinum spec. The F-Series also has the Sierra Beat with modern active safety tech such as adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. The GMC is only lane departure warning, forward collision warning, and the previously mentioned new dealer-installed trailer camera system that beams a feed from the attendant side mirror to the central display when a turn signal is activated. This feature wasn't included on our test truck, but we've tried it on a Silverado and found it useful, if redundant. Properly adjusted blind spot mirrors show basically the same view and don't require the driver to study the dashboard display while in motion. The argument could be made that the old-school steel Sierra 2500 doesn't need newfangled technology to bolster its appeal. Pricey Deanly trim aside, the GMC is a straightforward tool, one with an incredible diesel engine option.